Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here in the park behind the stage of the music meeting. This year I'm here with Breno Virícimo from Cantorias, the band Breno. Welcome and good that you want to have a chat here.
Thank you.
Outside, is the music from your band, is it for the city or for the forest?
I can imagine it's from the city.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I think it's songs made for the people, most of them.
Yeah.
And also, for example, a song that we played where Femke said it's a political song.
Yeah.
It's a song where I think it fits in a city context.
Okay.
Of people talking about that, and that was in the 80s, and now talking about that again.
Yeah.
40 years later.
Okay, yeah. But you yourself are more from the rural area, from the south of Brazil?
Yeah, you could say. I'm come from a small town in the south of Brazil.
Uh-huh. Can you take us back a little bit? What was the surroundings that you grew up in?
Well, I grew up in a very industrial city.
Yeah.
Like with a lot of actually very wealthy city in Brazil.
Yeah.
So a lot of That's why at some point I had to leave, because when I was 17 I wanted to make music. My dad is a musician.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, if you want to make music you have to go somewhere else, because music there is not so appreciated. But there are many really nice things. It's really beautiful. But I moved to São Paulo when I was 18.
Yeah. But your dad, he had a studio, right?
He had a music studio, yeah.
Yeah. So did you? Was he full time in the studio making music for commercials? Things
Yeah,
like
he
this?
did quite a lot of commercial and jingles for a couple of years. Then he moved actually to becoming a TV station.
Okay.
So I was always surrounded with like video and audio.
Okay. And musically, because when I listen to your band, I heard maybe if I say the word retro.
Yeah.
Do you think it's
fits?
bad?
It fits completely.
Actually, it goes back to the 60s mostly.
Yeah. The first song we played on the set is called Surfboard from Jobim. It was written in '59, in the 60s. 59, I think we're towards 60s. Most of the repertoire is quite old actually.
Yeah.
And then we have one song that me and Lydian wrote.
Okay, yeah. Is that music that you grew up with, that you heard around the house, or was it already then really old stuff?
Yeah. Some things that I grew up, at least I grew up with the artists that were writing those songs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it took me a few years to know more the repertoire, to grow knowing, oh, actually this composer wrote all of this and not only one song that we know.
Yeah.
For example, Jobim, we know him for Girl from Ipanema, but he wrote so many things. He wrote orchestral things.
Yeah.
And it takes a few years for you to digest and to dig into all the work of like great composers.
What is so specific for this type of music that you play with this band? Why do I hear immediately, oh, it is like this 60s Brazilian sound?
Yeah. I think it has to do with samba, bossa nova period, where it's very influenced by the jazz harmony as well.
Yeah.
I think maybe mainly that, and and in the way we play, there's a lot of improvisation also, and open parts, and the close harmony, of course, that also has think has quite a retro sound. Like it's not something that we hear nowadays in the radio, for example.
No, exactly. Was it because you have the 4 wonderful singers in the band?
Yeah.
Not all of them are originally from Brazil.
No.
Is it a lot of work to make them really make this sound, to create this sound?
It was quite natural in a way. Lilian, of course, she is like really a library of Brazilian music. She knows everything, all the lyrics, and then you have Femke, who's been busy with it for many years, more than 10 years.
Yeah.
She does a really great job in learning the songs, and then you have Nina and Nana, which is, I think they've studied for a few years already, but they also very quick at blending. And learning melodies, and so I think that's also the combination of in the band. Yeah. Some people that are more just know the repertoire very well, and the girls that are a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And just putting everything together. So it's a really nice team. It's a really nice band. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, actually, I'm not surprised that you work surrounded by studios, etc. Because you are now, you actually have your own channel,
right?
And that is where this band started. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's where
so. So your channel Olaiá Music,
yeah.
You can have to look it up,
please,
ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube. So what are your plans with this? Like world domination with a TV station?
So to go, no. It started with my wish of putting all the Brazilian music that I make in here. Like there's so many beautiful people and artists that make Brazilian music in Holland and in Europe, and I never had a place to show that and to like, oh, I want to play with this one, and I cannot have a band with everyone. Yeah. So that's where I record the music and I put it there. Now it's going towards like a small label. Let's say. Yeah. So for example, there's some projects that I think, man, this is really special. This I want to actually develop further. So Cantorias is one of them. This year, I started working with a stichting called New Amsterdam Jazz. They're supporting me. They are, we brainstorm how to go further. So we are working on an EP with a Brazilian singer, and we have an artist residency now in June.
Very good.
Going towards also original music.
Okay, we're looking forward to hear more from you, Breno Virícimo.
Thank
you so much.
Cheers. Bye.